Hey y'all, this is my first video. I'm not really a YouTuber, but I figured I work on projects a lot and I'd try to record something. So this is my pallet jack build. I used a 225 front end. It was a project, it's another four-wheeler I cut up in the past. Basically what was left of it, the bottom frame rails were longer, so I ran them underneath and welded it to the plate of the pallet jack. My welds are terrible. I'm not a welder, but no hold. And then down here at the neck of the pallet jack, I'm running it's a piece of right angle to further mount that. I'm about going to clear up those end pipes, similar to how I did this, just to give it something to hold on to. I used wood to provide the proper spacing between the pallet jack and the wheels, and I use a tape measure here to make sure they were in the center. This is the front of the pallet jack. That handle is going to get welded on so that you can steer using the original handle. It's actually really easy to remove. You see these yellow brackets that stick out the front of that. I was actually able to, where you see the hole right here, there's these bolts that you can just twist and it breaks loose that roll pin, and then they just pop right out. And then the very top of the jack, let's see, that right there, that just had a screw that you could turn out and that whole assembly came out. The idea is to use, I'm going to weld plates onto this and make a swing arm out of it to run the rear end. So bear with me. I'll update this in a bit. So here's the pallet jack standing up. You can see where I used that right angle to merge into that top piece of the pallet jack and the four-wheeler. From the side view, I need a weld. Shoot, let me get my light right. I need a weld on the underside of these two to probably give it some strength. And I'm trying to fill in all the way out and around this. It's a mixture of grinding and welding. We'll see how it turns out. It's looking pretty ugly, but I think the final product. Oops, about tripped on some wood. I think the final product is going to be pretty sweet, so we'll see. So here's the next update on my pallet jack. I'm in the process of making a swing arm out of angle iron, and I'm extending the area where the wheels used to be. Couldn't figure out how to remove those roll pins, so I just cut the wheels off, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to put a second bolt through each, and then that whole entire piece is going to get welded. And the idea is to put to connect the two with another piece of angle iron, and then that piece of angle iron will be connected to those four. And so the entire assembly will swing up and down. We'll see how it turns out. So I can't remember what my last update was, but you can see where I'm bolting up the swing arm, and that's going to be before I sand off the paint and weld everything. There's the axle, but we'll see how this goes. Currently drilling. I found that this buddy gave me this bottle of, I guess, cutting oil. This stuff's amazing. Man, these drill bits are actually lasting. Alright, so here's an update on my video. Hey, I found out why I'm having a hard time seeing on my welder. So apparently, this is a Hobart welder, okay? And you see the switch that says on weld, and then you flick it, and it's on grind. So I thought that meant that grind was in the up position, and weld was in the down position. So that's why I've been seeing spots, which is probably why I can't hardly see worth shit. But anyways, Here's the steering stem on it. Even with the belted welder, I'm still not, or with the right mass, I'm still not a good welder, but it'll hold. I put a pillow block bearing on the front of it to steer. It seems like it's gonna be all right. Yeah, it steers just fine. Now I'm getting ready to weld the handle onto that nub that's sticking out. So it's sitting on all fours. I got the rear suspension done. It's angle iron. I haven't welded it yet. I kind of ran out of wire earlier, so we'll see how it goes. I need a bigger shock, like the one that's on this left side. I need one on the right side, but it'll do for now. I had two of the smaller ones up there, and it really stiffened it up. But you see right now, it still bottoms out, but it does work. So we'll keep working on shocks and see where we end up. So here's tonight's progress. You see I got it all bolted up. I got the 4 pieces of angle from the rear end to the frame. The bottom, I'm gonna bolt straight to it. The top, you see where I had to run the 1 piece of angle iron and then the other piece to get it to where it would sit flush. I put the engine on top just to kind of see what it would look like. I'm thinking that it'd probably be easiest to figure out how to bolt the engine to that and then run a tensioner for the chain after I have the torque converter and stuff on. It should be a very little chain, but I've never installed a tensioner before, so we'll see how it goes. I think that would be easier than welding on steel and cutting to where it has an adjustable motor plate. I mean, unless if they probably sell motor plates I could bolt on, but we'll see how it goes. I've been testing the front suspension and everything tonight. It handles really well. I'm very pleased with it.